Hey guys, it's your boy Rockstar81 here. Just doing a little tutorial on how to make the fastest money in Farming Simulator 15. Alright, so we're going to pop into this game as soon as it loads here, and basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making as much money as possible to buy beehives. The whole goal here is to buy as many beehives as possible because there's zero maintenance on them as far as things that you have to do with them, load them with anything or whatever, and it's easier to make the money the fastest way with it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to click the D-pad. We're going to go right on over to the equipment here. This is what they start you off with. We're just not even going to get into that one. We're just going to run up to this real quick, load our weight. This balances us out. I'm going to take this bigger one because I'm not going to be using any of this other equipment right now. We're just going to be selling it basically. Get rid of it. We don't need it. But for right now, let's get our tipper. Attach. Okay, so we got our wagon now. We're gonna run on over here to the silos. Because these silos, they start you off with a limited amount of stuff in them. There's my silos in there. And that way, you know, you can make a little bit of money starting off. So basically, we're gonna run over to the silos. We're gonna pick up some canola because that's the most expensive one we can get. Now, there we go. You're gonna hit R1. You'll see it comes with 16,000 pounds of canola, corn 16,000, wheat 16 or 17,000. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to go to canola just to show you what we got going on here. We're going to fill it up with whatever they got. And this is what they give you. Now you want to empty these silos out with as many full wagons as possible. This wagon only holds about 500 pounds, so that would be alright. You got to run it on over to the train yard real quick. You're going to keep on doing loads back and forth with that. Now, in the meantime, let me show you this real quick. You're going to hit the D-pad again. You're going to go over to your tiller here, or your harvester. You're going to attach that. You're going to hit R or L1. You're going to hit unfold part harvester. This will allow you access to hire a worker. Now, this worker is going to go ahead and start harvesting all this wheat they give you at the beginning, so you can make some extra cash while you're waiting to do the beehives. Now let's go take this back on over to, hit the D-pad again, just scroll on through all your equipment. We're going to take this over to the train yard. It's where you sell all your stuff at. You can see here, let me show you the map. We're right central. This shop here to our right is going to be where you're going to pick up all your equipment anytime you purchase something new. We're going to just go past this shop here down to the section that leads you to the train yard. Now, if you're wondering how I popped up that little map that allows you to drive and shows you the map at the same time where everything's at, you basically just hit L1 and then your right or your left thumb button, push that down, your L3. So L1 first, and then L3, and it'll bring the map up and down. That map is actually the only map you can use that allows you to actually play the game while there's a map open so you can see where you're going. And it'll actually show you on the map where your little icon is of whatever vehicle you're working with at that point. So we're going to go over here and you can see right now we have about almost $12,000. So we're going to empty it out. You guys will have to excuse me, I have a head cold. I'm just kind of laying here feeling pretty crappy, but I really wanted to make a YouTube video today, so I decided just to go ahead and do it. Now you see we made now 19 grand off that, which is great. We're going to go on back over here to the section. Actually, I'm just going to skip on over real quick just to show you what we're doing here. You're going to want to take everything out of the silo, put it in the dumper, and run those loads back and forth. It does take a little bit of time. You gotta put in the work. It's a lot less time to make the money that you're gonna get out of it at the end. Now here's some potatoes, here's some beets, and then everything in this silo. Now you really only want to take full loads. If there's a little bit left over in there, don't waste your time running back and forth because it is very time consuming to sell all this stuff. In order to get those items out of there, you're just gonna run over here behind here, and these things here will automatically start the conveyor belts, and it'll load it into your wagon as you go under it. You gotta sit there for a minute, let it load, and then you're gonna also want to, as soon as this guy's done You're gonna let this guy harvest up all this wheat first before you do anything else. Alright, so at this point, we have all of our stuff run on over to the train yard. We've sold everything that they've given us in the beginning for as far as product, and now we're going to go into our garage. You're going to hit the triangle button to get into the garage section, or the part where you buy stuff, or the categories of the shop, stuff you can purchase, and you're going to hit triangle again to get into the garage. The garage here is everything that we own. So we own 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and all this other equipment. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to sell everything. We're going to liquidate, alright? Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. It's a fire sale. We're going to sell everything. Sell it all off, and boom, we have nothing available in our garage because we've just sold it all. And you can see in the top right-hand corner, we have $227,000. That's a nice little chunk of change to start our little bee farm operation that we got going on here. So basically we're going to go back into the shop. We're going to go to placeables, which is the section that has like the pressure washer, the greenhouses. Now the reason you don't want the greenhouses right now is because they take labor to do. You have to actually put things into them, fill those little sections up that with fertilizer or water or whatever it is in order to keep the greenhouse going. The beehives have zero, physical maintenance. Yes, they cost $8 a day to run them as maintenance, which just costs you money, and $60 an hour that you're going to make an income with every single beehive that you have. That's $1,400 a day, over $1,400 a day. I think it's $1,444 if I did the math right in my head, something like that, per day that you're going to be making on each one of these beehives. So we're going to take this beehive. You can twist it around with your right joystick or thumbstick. You can place them anywhere you want, really. I have a whole, I'll show you a section later of what I've done in my other games. This is just one that I started off just to show you guys what's going on here. And you're just going to buy as many as they'll let you buy. And you place it in a section that you know you're not going to drive through, because you don't want to impede you guys' abilities to move back and forth, or, whatever you need to do. So now we've got, just about, okay, that's it. So that's all we can purchase right now. But you have to realize we're making a ton of money off this thing. So we're going to go back into the regular game. You see there, we just dropped 220 grand. Then you're going to go to the options section. And this section here where it says settings. Now you want to put plant growth or plant withering on off for right now, because we don't want to all the plants withering while we're waiting for all this to happen. Plant growth you can put on fast, which doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter when you start tilling things or start growing your weeds and products you're going to play around with. Mission frequency doesn't really matter. This is the part you want to pay attention to really tightly. Time scale, 5 times. Right now we're only working at 5 times fast regular real world time. We want to pump that up to 120 times. This is basically going to make 1 hour 1 minute. So we're going to save those settings real quick. We're going to go back into the game, and you can see the top right hand corner, the time's going by very fast now. 120 times normal time. Now once that gets up to 59, it'll show you that we're going to make probably around $720 a minute. Now that's just starting off, so we're making $720 a minute right now. And basically what you can do is you go, make yourself some lunch, go watch a TV show. Oh, it's $660. I did a lot more with the last one because I got a lot more money out of the other stuff I was selling. This is the second time at this clip. Basically what we're going to do here now, we're just going to sit here and let it make some money for us. Let me go ahead and show you my other game real quick, and you just basically sit here and let it make money for you. Now every time you make 20 grand, you're going to want to drop another beehive, because that's just going to be another $60 a minute that you're making, and you're going to drop another beehive as soon as you get another 20 grand, and you can obviously see where you're going to make a lot more money per minute until you get to a point. And let me show you my other game real quick. We're going to quit this game. Yes, we want to quit. We're going to go to career. Now this is the one we're playing right now. We have about $7,000. This is the game I've been playing for about 4.5, 5 hours. Now that's 4.5, 5 hours of actual gameplay. It says 26, 27 hours almost. That's just time me letting the game sit and kind of cook, if you will. We want to kind of let it let it boil, let it make some money for us while we're just waiting. I was watching a couple of videos, movies, and some YouTube clips while I was waiting. This will be done over a long period of time. Obviously, you're not going to sit around for 24, 27 hours, whatever. And let me show you this one real quick. So after about 4 or 5 actual hours of gameplay, and I was having some fun. I was tilling up some land. I was, harvesting some land. I was playing with a pressure washer. I was, doing a bunch of other things in the game while I was waiting for my beehives to make me a bunch of money. Once you get to a certain point in the beehives, you're going to start making millions. And once you get to about $1.2 million, you can go ahead and buy yourself a nice, windmills. Those windmills over there make $4 grand hour, which in your time is $4 grand a minute. Each one of those windmills is making me $4 grand a minute. You can see in the top right, it just said $41,000 a minute. That's how much I'm making every single minute I'm playing this game. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. I'm gonna bring you on over to my beehives. This is about how many beehives I've had to lay just to get to the point where I'm actually starting to, play the game and be able to buy equipment and, I don't know exactly how many is here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Say 20 per row. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. About 150 or 110 beehives right now. It does take some time. Like I said, a couple hours to get this many beehives. I like everything to be very uniform. I actually took one of my field number 6. I bought that and just use that as my bee farming. This is where I do all my bee farming. And look at the top screen again, you see $41,000, almost 42 grand every single minute I'm playing this game. And that's pretty much going to be about it. Now, you're going to get to the point now where you can just buy whatever you want, anything you want. I've got trucks, I've got cars, I've got big rigs. I got this beast over here, which is like the nicest tractor you can purchase. Let me find it for you. Right here, this sucker here. Just a K620. It's a beast. It is a beast. This thing does anything I need to do. That's pretty much going to be it for it, man. You just let it go and let it do your thing. And then you can go ahead and buy anything you want. I own quite a few different properties. 1, 4, 2, 6, 5, 16. I can just buy them all if I wanted to at this point because I'm making tons of money. Now, you might not want to go this far. I just did this to kind of show you how far you can go with it. I have other accounts that have 30, 40, 50 million dollars. And at that point, it just gets kind of boring. So maybe like 100 beehives and maybe 1 windmill would be suffice to where you can actually enjoy the game, where you're kind of waiting and kind of putting in the work to till up the land and harvest the wheat or whatever crops you plan on growing and taking it and selling it and stuff like that, so you can actually enjoy the game. At this point, the game will probably get a little boring because you're just making $41,000 a minute and you just buy and do whatever you want. You really don't have to put in any of the work. That's the point of the game, is to enjoy farming through a simulator. Anyways, this has been Rockstar81. I just want to thank you guys for watching my video. I really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, like, hit that bell for any